Good morning. It is just after 7 and I've packed up and I'm about to leave camp. Here we go. I've only about 13 miles to go today, but I think it's going to take me all day to do it. Because of this elevation, I'm already tired and I've just started. That's looking down at Phoebe Saddle where I camped last night. And obviously going up that southbound, the area that I hiked. That Spittler Peak ahead, and I think this is going to be the steepest elevation climb of the whole hike. Hi again. I've just come down from Spittler. It was a very hard 2 miles, especially for me carrying a heavy pack. The combination of the weight of the pack and yesterday's hike is making this very slow going, let's say. I'm gonna have my bar, chug some water, and hopefully get some energy for the next stage. More climbing. I'll insert the picture of the elevation profile for today. And it's kind of extreme. Now this is pretty. Shady, lovely pine trees, birds chirping, it's peaceful. Easy walking, tiny bit of incline, but so much more enjoyable than what I've done so far this morning. Those earlier bits make me question if I'm really strong enough to do longer sections, because I'm really feeling the weight and my knee and my ankle and my hip on the left side, which both are weak, have been talking to me a little bit. But if more the trails like this, I'm a lot more positive about my future as a PCT section hiker. I love the color. This is the last little bit of trail that I have day hiked. Once I get to mile, I think it's 172. That's where I turned around last time I was up here. And then it'll all be brand new to me. The trail's been good. It's nicely graded. Thank you to all the trail angels who created the trail. See all the stonework they've had to create to build up to make a level place for us to walk on. And I know that just around the corner is another great example, so hang on. I had to chip all this away to make room for the trail. Now look over there. Look at all that bridging work they've done. That is back breaking, and they're out here in the middle of nowhere. Here's a little bit more. Thank you, angels. Seeing that trail work back there gets me thinking about who designed this trail. So sometimes I just really want to shake their hand in appreciation for what they've created. And sometimes I just want to shake them for all the horrible climbing they make us do. It's pretty sheer, and it looks like there has been some rock slides, and a lot of the trail has been eroded. Just a minor impediment in the trail.
I can't hear you loud.
Oh, talk to my mom actually. You just be careful there.
I'm fine. I'm losing hairbrush though. No, this is nothing.
Well, it's something. This is the rock slide near Ansel Rock at mile 172.5. And I'm not looking forward to it. This is a huge thank you, a shout out to Chaparral, who lugged my heavy pack, my poles, and almost me across this big boulder, and I couldn't have done it without you. So I appreciate you being here right at the right time.
No problem. People have helped me out too.
So I made it safely, Mom. This is looking at the back side of the rock slide. The clambering around wasn't that bad. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit so you can see there's a second section right there that we stopped and got our pack situated. But I could have done it with it. The climb itself, it wasn't scary, but with the pack keeping you off balance, I would have had a hard time doing it by myself. So once again, a shout out to Chaparral. We're gonna be doing this the next couple of miles. This is
not too bad if you kind of push your pack in front of you.
Yeah. 2 more deadfalls to clamber over or around or something. Not nearly as difficult as it looked from afar. This is just a step over, as this one will be too. This is another one I just crawled under. Chaparral waited. She climbed over and did not recommend it. So she waited to tell me to go under. And there she is. I am going to be absolutely filthy by the end of today's hike. Looking back at where I just came from. In the middle here you can see the down tree that I had to clamber over, and then just down past it is the rock slide, which actually looks impassable from here, but we did it thanks to Chaparral and that rope. I had read there's approximately 30 down trees between, I think, the rock slide and Idlewild. I won't film them all, but I think this will be a very slow section. Heart rock, Mom. Love you. I don't wish you were here. Crossed over to the west side. Got the wind blowing. Some really gnarly trees. Luckily, I can just duck under this one. Oh, that's so easy. Whoops. My pack is higher than my head. Another one. This is how Chaparral does it. The hard thing is not losing any water bottles. Chaparral's the only hiker I've seen today. So I'm putting her into all my videos that I can. You get better perspective when you see a little tiny body walk underneath the big rocks. I was just filming Chaparral going up the trail ahead of me, and I saw that she had a climb coming up, and then I saw this nice little spot that I'm in, and I figured it was time for another break. I had lunch. I made a delicious salad, a lemony lentil salad with couscous, broccoli, and some other vegetables. And for a little pick-me-up, I have a little bite of brownie that hopefully the sugar will get me the last 3-4 miles to camp. I got a person. So many more burnt trees. I regret not attempting this a few years ago, back when it was lush and I was younger and stronger. I thought it's time to give you a status report. I've gone about 9.5 miles, Allison miles, and I'm at, I think, 175 something on the PCT app. Behind me, you see that fall? That's the trail. I can't resist these panoramic clips showing how jagged and rugged the trail is. Love you, Mom. Steve, the volunteer trail angel, he's a woodcutter, pointed me down in this direction to stock up on some water, and he was kind enough to point out several good camping sites for me on his map. I filtered 3.5 liters of water, and I decided to move on, as pretty as that little meadow was, because there's not much to do out here. And last night I was in bed for 10 hours, 11 hours, and that's just a little bit too long to be lying in my sleeping bag. There's still a few little patches of snow up here, not many, of baby pine trees. The sun's still shining, which is good because my fingers are frozen from collecting water. That snow melt, it's very cold. I've found my tent site, set up my tent. Not the best pitch, but I'm hoping there's no wind tonight. I've got some rocks to hold all the stakes in place. And I've started my dinner. I'm boiling water on my little stove. And tonight's specialty is pasta with beef and broccoli. Carbs equals trail fuel. It's about 5:30 at night, and yeah, all's good. So this is me for today. So I'll say goodnight, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.